now. Let's see. What's it? Just say something so I know.
Hello, Tarun. How are you?
Toast. Testing.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Want me to come closer?
I'll just hold this.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. So how? Yeah.
I want to
So
sound
look
too
into
loud.
the camera, the lens.
Look in the camera.
Yeah.
Okay. So this message of love and affection and all kinds of good things is for Priya, for you, and for Neil. As your father, Priya, I want to wish you the best. I want you to now implement in practice all the things that you've learned from your mother and father about a good relationship. Forget all the bad things that we've done, yeah? I mean, we've made our share of mistakes, but think of the good things, think of the happy things, and build your own relationship and your trust on the foundation of your last 3.5 years with Neil. And Neil, beta, the message I want to leave you both with is that, it's respect and it's trust that builds a relationship. You've got to have those two ingredients to have respect and trust in a relationship, for the relationship to be balanced and to grow. And I would love for you to continue on the path that you've been on. Not that I'm saying that you haven't, but I think you need to remember that, because what happens is generally people tend to forget when they're married and they fall into roles and responsibilities and duties. And it's important to remember that what your marriage together has to be nurtured, has to be developed, has to grow. And if you do it together, that's the best thing that you can do. And I end this message of love with a lot more love and a lot of hugs, and hope that we, even though we live on the opposite coasts of the U.S., we would love to meet with you guys as often as we can. Lots of love. Thank you.
People liked your speech a lot. How do you? It's almost like it was very inspirational. How do you feel about that?
I like the fact that people loved my speech. I had about more than 100 people come up to me and tell me how great the speech was and how amazing it was, and how real it was, and how different from a very canned, syrupy, slurpy type of speech that most people give at weddings. It was straight from the heart, and I tried to cover a few generations of, nurturing and growth and developing. And we've taken the best from our parents, who had their share of good things and bad things. We all do as human beings, right? So at this, reflective age of 65, I think back a lot, and I thought I should share that with you guys to say that a child is not brought up by a couple. A child is brought up by a community, by a neighborhood, by a family, and multiple generations of connections and connectivity. That's good values that are passed down. I call it brainwashing. We brainwashed you to be a good person. Some people refer to it as values, but essentially that's what it does. Is I feel great that people loved my speech. I wish I had another 15 minutes to finish up what I had to finish up. I mean, heck, I brought you up for 34 years, and I didn't even get 35 minutes to talk about it, It's 1 minute per year. So another time maybe we'll do this. I'm just kidding. I like the fact that I received a lot of compliments, but I also hope that you feel the message behind the speech and the thoughts and the effort that went into it. The speech was really for you guys, for the both of you, and to recognize, what you have accomplished and what you have done. And I want you to understand that it's important to include the previous generations and the previous ancestry in our previous ancestry into the conversation.
Any message for Rahul, who is, still, as I understand, single,
Yes, very much so. Rahul is very much single, and I think he's got his priorities straight in his head. He needs to fix his, get his operations done and get himself going, so he can be a little more active and mobile and a lot less in pain. He's got tremendous, you know, physical challenges that he's had since he was born, and he's been working hard with them. I'm amazed that, Rahul, that you were able to do all the things that you did this weekend. I expected a lot. My expectation was a lot lower based on your ability to move around and to feel good about the situation. But somehow you've managed to overcome all that and get involved and be helpful and feel good about it and get involved with your peers and with your age group and with Priya, and even Priya commented on it. I'm sure she talked with you about it. So thank you very much, and I'm so glad that you were able to make it this weekend. I know there were some questions for a while whether you'd be able to physically make it, and I believe that you've already committed to Neil's dad that you're going to come to Toronto for next weekend's event in Toronto. So that's great. Let's make it happen.
Very good.
All right.